I accept it. That doesn't mean I ain't gonna like it, all right? It's the way my whole stinking life has been, my whole life. Every time I get close to something, it gets yanked away. And I can't take it no more. I can't face it no more, all right?
Have to.
Why? Give me one reason why.
The character Blackie Parrish, a street urchin with a heart of gold, was the first gig that actor John Stamos landed in 1982 on the hit soap General Hospital. Mike, I watched it in high school, skipping class. I was, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, that's how old I am. 5 years later, he would take on the iconic role of Uncle Jesse in the sitcom Full House, where he'd meet his best friend, Bob Saget. Yeah. His friendship with Saget, the other legends he met along the way, and his journey to sobriety, all a part of his new memoir entitled If You Would Have Told Me. It's a good title.
Thank you.
It's a great book. I'm reading sections of it, and I have a lot of thoughts, Stamos.
Okay. I'm sure you
a
do.
lot of thoughts.
Just don't touch my hair. Last time I was touch my hair. I said, oh, finally I'm working with real journalists. I get in there and play with my hair.
And then we messed it up. I know.
Mike, big fan. You too, Rev.
Mike is a big fan.
And
who touched your hair?
It's her.
Yeah.
Touch Joe's. He's got good hair.
Oh, he's got great hair.
Good
yeah,
good.
no,
You
I
too.
know.
I do, yeah.
I fix it for him. So.
It's at home.
Yes.
My hair.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mike. All right. This is, you really put it out there here.
I didn't want to.
I know. So tell me about why you did, because, there's some really humorous parts of this book, great stories, but there's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of mental anguish, and some bad decisions.
Yeah, a couple of those.
And you do put it out there. Why?
I started out to write a hero stories. I never thought I'd write a book. I can't spell. I'm not it's not my thing. And I was asking my friends, how do you write a book? I don't even know. And they kept coming at me. I said, no. I became a father at 55, if you would have told me that, and it's something I always wanted. And then my friend Bob died. And they came again, and I said, okay, let me try. And I was trying to find an angle. My mom wrote these beautiful notes to me and left them all. Do you write notes to your kids? And I still have them. I cherish them. So I sort of laid those out. I said, okay, now I get it. And then I started to write, I did this and I did that. I said, I have to write a human story, or what's the point,
Right.
And I discovered my story along the way. I kept saying, I don't have a book. I don't know what I've done, But I looked for the human side first. Like you said, like some of these things that I've done, hopefully people will look at it and not make the same mistakes. But it's been you guys have all written books. It was cathartic, yes, but boy, it's been a whole
lot.
Thing. And I thought about it when I was writing these things. Not that this is going to get clickbait, but now that it's coming out the next few days, it's last few days, it's hard. It's heartbreaking. It's some of the stuff,
Gut wrenching.
Yes.
Flirting with death, drunk driving, rehab. You talk about what you learned in rehab. You were told to put a list of grievances down on the table, everything that bothered you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Then they said in the next column, what did you have to do with it? What part did you play in this? Divorce, all this stuff. So yeah, and at that moment, I said, without truth, there's just paralysis. And it felt so good to get all of it out, really. And there's a lot of fun stuff, and there's, obviously there's a lot of
Well, I don't know
stories.
if you consider trying to get the Olsen twins fired fun, but
again,
did you
clickbait,
do that?
I thought this was a news show. No, they made a big story out of it. You remember this, Rev, right? They, the girls were screaming through every scene. You're doing great, Mike. They were screaming through every scene, and I said, let's find some other kids. It was like an hour or something. But I love those girls, and they really came. They visited us when Bob died. They came to his funeral.
Aww.
And they just said all the things that because we weren't really in contact with them much. And they said, we loved our childhood. We love you. We were so happy to be on the show. So that was nice.
So you said to Mika a couple of minutes ago,
Yeah.
she talked about you writing the book. You said, I didn't want to.
Right.
Right.
But you ended up obviously doing it. And it's a roller coaster of a ride.
That's that. Yes, it is.
I mean, it's deeply emotional, deeply personal.
Yes.
So how many times during the course of your... First of all, did you write with a pen and pencil? Did you write with...
No, I did write on the computer.
Okay. So how many times during the course of putting this together did you stop and say to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. That was so bad.
A lot.
And you put it in still.
Yeah, I tried not. I thought, I'm not going to. No, I can't say this. Because my dad, I came from a very sort of conservative Orange County family, which is like by Disneyland. My dad was like, don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion, don't talk about But he's passed away now, and I was like, sorry, Dad. But he was great too. I got to, but of all those things, yes, there's those moments. But there's so much celebration in this book. There's so much. It's a love letter to my parents, to the people that have made me who I am over the years. I had a lot of great mentors. I know you're big on mentors. Jack Klugman was my first one. Don Rickles was like my second father. Gary Marshall. And I wanted to talk about those guys as well. I've done a lot of theater, which people didn't know, so I got that out. And then my mom she had enough love to fuel a small country. And I just wanted to talk about her. And I know the books that you wrote were beautiful, empowering women. And I think there's a quote.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually looking in chapter 4. I don't know if this is the quote you're talking about, but you say, there's two things. I prefer women to men bosses any day of the week. I know that most women in high-profile positions have to put in twice the work to get there, work doubly hard to maintain it, and consistently outperform to overshadow some of the mediocrity
Not these guys.
of their male counterparts.
Not you guys.
Because of my upbringing, I learned that no unequivocally means no. While my mom stays at home to care for the family, my dad never hangs money over her head. He perceives her work as equal to or above his job. Despite grueling hours, my dad feels like he might have the easier gig. She says many times how grateful she is to my dad that she can stay home to be a mother, to have the time to get involved with various charities and spend her days taking care of the family she loves. She's proud of that.
Yeah.
Rev.
You should have done my audiobook because that was nice.
Yeah, no.
Or Britney's.
There you go. Oh, no, definitely not. But yours maybe. Okay, right.
John, let me ask you this. As you started writing the book and you had to come to terms with some of the mistakes you made, bad decisions you made, how hard was that to put in writing and share with the world? And what made you have the courage to say, I'm going to put this out there? I know you're committed to mentoring and helping kids. What did it become that you felt you had to do this to help others do that? Because it's not an easy thing to do, to expose yourself and say, I was wrong here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say I'm wrong, but I admire people that can do that. Yeah, I think it was that, and I hope that people can learn something from it. You know, and say, oh, I'm not going to make that mistake. Also, just human things. You know, I was bullied. I was dumped. I was cheated on. You know, I think people think that people like us, that never happens.
Yeah.
Stamos, he couldn't. No one would cheat on him. Well, you know, they do. So I think maybe to make people feel a little better about themselves, that we're all just human.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And if there's one thing you learned about yourself in the process.
Oh, if there's one thing?
Yeah.
That to be honest and truth, otherwise, what's the point? You know, this stuff eats you up, as you know, and then the more you stuff things down, it comes out in other ways, relationships and, you know, disease, whatever it may be. I just turned 60, and I'm happier than I've ever been. I just take a deep breath and thank God I'm a father and a husband now.
And enjoy life.
Yes.
The new memoir is entitled If You Would Have Told Me, and it's on sale now. John Stamos, thank you very much. It's great to have you back on the show. And say I didn't assault the hair, right? I was well behaved.
Go ahead.
No, I'm good. That does it for us this morning. Show's over.